Flipping car so I can afford a supercar. Fucking stop. Jesus Christ. Gotta drop a few pounds. So you heard it. I'm flipping cars till I can afford a supercar. This what you're looking at right here is flip car number 5. This is a 2015 Ford Focus, 140k. So I'm into this car for about 4 grand. And I'm into all of these parts for about 500 bucks. Is this going to be a flip or is this going to be a flop? I'm going to make a prediction and say this is going to be a good flip. I'm going to predict that we're going to make at least 3 grand on this Ford Focus. So stay tuned and you'll find out. Welcome back to the channel. This is the Islander. So let's get this thing in the shop and get to work. We're back in the shop. I'm going to get this thing set up on the ramp now. While I'm setting her up and getting her on the ramp, here's a recap of what went on in the last video. So we got 2 tires that are in pretty good shape. And we got 2 tires that are bald. We got brand new brakes on the front. We got brand new brakes on the back. Now back here you can see the shock. This is really damp and you can see this is just oil caked down over the shock. Well, I see some bad stuff up here. Nothing that can't be fixed though. This is an axle shaft. There's a bearing on this axle shaft. It's like a support bearing, I guess. Now, you shouldn't be able to see those little bearings like that. There should be a cover over here. And if you actually look over here, the bearings are actually gone. So this shaft is going to have to be replaced, or that bearing. I don't know if I can get just that bearing or if I got to get that entire shaft. I got a sway bar link gone there. So we got to get some parts. We need to replace those all-season tires. I'm going to do an oil change. We're going to need that right rear shock. We're going to need that right front axle or the bearing. I don't know if I can just get that bearing separate or if I got to get the full axle shaft. Either way, we got to replace that. And we got to get a flex plate. We need our right front sway bar link because it's knocking. I'm going to have to pick up probably at least 1 if not 2 cans of paint. I already got primer and I already got a bit of Bondo. So I'm into this car right now about 4 grand. I figure I can get probably all of those parts for around 500 bucks. I'm pretty sure I already got a set of tires stashed away. I've got like 20 sets of tires stashed away. Perfect. Now that you're all caught up, here is going to be my plan of attack. The winter wheels are coming off. I'm going to do this body work. First thing, this body work is getting done because I hate doing body work. So we're going to get that out of the way. The mechanical work will be a breeze. Let's not forget those tires. Do you remember in the last video when I said I had a stash of tires sewed up? Well, this is the stash. This is what years of collecting shit looks like. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these tires are the ones going on the Focus. Yeah. 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 Bet you didn't know I was a black belt mechanic. You heard of the Beverly Hills Ninja, right? Well, I'm the Newfie Ninja. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse here now. I'm gonna start taping some shit up. I'm gonna do a bit more prep work on this one. I'm hoping that this is gonna be a really good job. Much better than the last Focus we done. You kind of learn a bit more every time you do it, right? I got some nice thick tape. I'm going to tape off a bunch of spots. I'm going to remove some fender liners and whatever else I don't want painted red. We're going to get it to grinder and start grinding all this rust off. I just love that for me. So if you're watching this video, you're probably much like myself. You like wheeling and dealing, you like buying and selling, and you can't turn down a good marketplace deal. I'm happy to be sponsored by Swoopa. Swoopa is an app that links to your phone, it links to your marketplace. There she is. Got a 15 Focus, $29.97, 140K. Estimated value, $69.28. Steal of a deal. When a good deal is posted, you will be notified within 1 minute of it being posted. And you know as well as I do, the first one to get to the deal is normally one who gets it. So don't miss out on any more deals. Download Swoopa. I've probably owned over 100 cars in my lifetime, and I've spent a lot of time scrolling and searching through Marketplace. Now with Swoopa, I can come out in the garage, work away, and I'll be notified when there's a good deal. Swoopa also takes the guesswork out of it. It'll show you if you're getting a good deal or not, and it'll actually tell you what the market value is on that certain car. And not only can you see cars here, you can see ATVs, snowmobiles, couches, whatever you're searching for. So you can download Swoopa for free, give it a try, see what you think for yourself. Support people who support me. Swoopa's been a great sponsor for the last few videos. The link is in the description, check them out. Alright, after a bit of time with the grinder, we got all those spots grinded down. I'm going to clean it all off now. I'm going to put some Bondo on. We'll sand that off. Maybe I need some more Bondo, I don't know. And I'll sand it off, then we can prime it and we can paint it. So there's a few steps left to this process yet. What are you looking at? Do I got something on my face? Like over here? What, like here? Here? Like over here? Bruh. Okay, so this is kind of as good as it gets here. For me, anyways. I got all the rust spots off. It's all smooth. There's no actual rust on it anymore. Alright. So now, we gotta put on some Bondo. And we're just gonna go over a few things here now. I'm gonna tell you a few Bondos and a few Bondon'ts. I mean, honestly though, if there's a professional watching me, this is probably all Bondon'ts, but anyways, let's get some Bondo out onto this definitely not dirty piece of cardboard. I probably did not need that much Bondo. Anyways, let's put some hardener in there. So a Bondo is to mix all this up so it's one uniform color. And a Bondon't is if it looks like that and it's full of streaks. So a Bondo, just get a little bit on your putty knife and just do like a little skim. Bondon't is if you put all this on there and there's a big blob of it. You don't want that. Okay? Like, you don't want this. You want this. And once again, I am not at all a professional. I'm going to put it on like that. I'm going to take this now and go and do this. So I'm going to go and put it on the rest of the bad spots here now, and I'll pick you back up when we're ready to sand this off. So let's just do a little walk around. I'm going to have to sand this down some, get all the high spots off, find the low spots, and I'm probably going to have to put at least one more coat of Bondo on this. Yep. Well, you can see here, this is obviously going to be a big low spot right there. This side, I messed up. I like blobbed the freaking putty knife on right there, and yeah, I just sand that off. Down here, looking good. And this side here is the best side, seriously. That's the only spot to do right there. A bit of time has passed now. I think this is getting just about dry enough to start sanding off. I'll just use this corner specifically for demonstration. So I got it grinded, we got it bonded, we're gonna sand it. I probably may put another small coat of bondo on it, then we're gonna prime it and we're gonna paint it. All right here. I'll do the rest of it off camera so you guys don't get bored. Anyway, let's get at her. I also don't have a dual action sander, so what I normally just use is my wife's mouse sander. She uses this for little wood projects here and there, and I'll use it for bondo. I think that's pretty good. Pretty much you just keep sanding it down, you flare it out as much as you can. And I mean, you come in here and just run your fingernail over it, just touch it. And you'll feel if there's more spots that gotta be sanded down. So I'm gonna call this side done. I'm gonna go on and finish sanding the rest of this car down. And when I'm ready for primer, I'll pick you guys back up and we'll give her a spray. Woo. It's time for primer and paint. I painted her, sorry, I forgot to turn the camera on, but pretty much come in here, you do some light coats with the primer. You don't want to spray the primer too thick, or you're going to get some big runs. One more coat of primer. Okay, our primer's all on. Looks really good. Well, you know, as good as it's gonna get for this car. But now we got our paint right here. This is called Scarlet Red. I got this mixed at the local Napa. This stuff is 50 bucks a can. I got one can. I think I'll do it with one can. This stuff does not have clear coat in it, so I did have to pick up some clear coat as well. So let's give this one a shake and see what we can make. Coat number one. Coat number two. Okay, we're just about to put on coat number three now. It's a great match. The paint is literally identical to what's on the car. So I'm very happy with that. So far I'm very happy with how this is coming out. This is just two coats on here. So we're going to do 3 coats and then a clear coat. Okay, so that's 3 coats now on the entire car. We're going to wait a few minutes and we're going to spray our clear. So according to this can, we're going to do 2 light coats and then a pretty heavy coat. See how it goes. Oh, yeah. Coat number 1. Clear coat number 2. Coat number 3 of clear coat, the last and final coat. This one is going to be a bit heavier than the last 2 coats. Looking pretty good to me. Now then, Bob Ross got nothing on me. So this is the next day. The paint should be plenty dry by now. Still really smells like spray paint in here. I love the smell of fresh paint. The paint looks really good, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take all the tape off of everything. We're gonna put our fender liner back in, get the bumpers all put back in place. And then we're gonna start the mechanical work. Next, let's replace this shock. Ay, ay, ay. I got a new mount too, because these are famous for breaking the mounts off. Yeah, so here's our new mount. Normally these mounts will break the ears right off where they bolt on. Perfect. Like that. We're gonna put our mount on. You're gonna wanna give it the correct amount of Ooga Doogas. Put your boot back up in the mount. And now we can put that back up in the car. So for some reason, I have no audio on these clips. But the gun is going Ooga Dooga Dooga. And I'm saying it's good and tight. Now I'm taking the sway bar link off. And now I'm showing you the in and out movement while the sway bar link was knocking. Right here I'm working like a dog trying to get this axle nut off because it's really, really stiff. I got a 3/4 inch ratchet on it. But it comes free. And the gun is going Ooga Dooga Dooga. That's all right. Like that. Well, they look to be the same exact shafts. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up the surface here real quick and get the other shaft put back in. Maybe before I put this shaft in, there's a lot more room up here. I'll be able to do my flex pipe first. So yeah, you can see there's a lot more room here with that shaft out for me to come in here and cut that flex pipe off. So this is the flex pipe I got. There's a flange on one side. You can see up there the flex pipe in that manifold was all one piece. So what you do, as you can see here, you cut that flex pipe off. The little bit of existing pipe that's on that manifold is going to slide into this flex pipe. This is the hole for your oxygen sensor. And pretty much you just clamp it on. You can weld it if you like, but it comes with a clamp and all the hardware to do this. So that's what we're going to do here now first, before we do that shaft. So we got our pipe all loose. We got our oxygen sensor all let go. All I got to do now is go up there and cut that off. Well, the old flex pipe is off. It is not the best cut. So I'm just going to turn you guys off now. I'm going to spend a bit of time cleaning this up before I put my new flex pipe on. Perfect. Make sure she's good, nice and snug and good. I won't start it for very long because, well, A, I'm in a garage, and B, the axles and stuff are all out. Sounds good to me. Now let's give her the shaft, boys. Our shaft with our new bearing. I'm going to slide it right in. Hope it works. Hope it's the right one, actually. Because you never know when you're ordering stuff online. Look, fits like a glove. Bit of anti-seize. Few ooga doogas. Next, the sway bar link gotta go in. We're gonna do our oil change now. And here's a good tip. When you take off your oil cap, always put it right here on the hood latch. That way, you won't forget to put it on, because you'll go to slam that hood, obviously it won't shut because the oil cap is in the way. I got this pan on the floor, and I got this jug. Oh yeah, I'm getting better at this, boys. My arms are getting tired. A few little sprinkles, but not too bad. Click, click. All right, next we got the finest oil and finest oil filter that we can get. Perfect. So after you finish, man, no one ever told me I had dirt on my nose. Come on, boys. Anyways, when you get your oil change finished on your Ford Focus, here's how you reset the oil light. Turn your key to the on position without starting the engine. 1 foot on the brake, 1 foot out on the gas. Just hold them down, and here you go. And there you go. Okay, so this is the last repair we gotta do, is these tires. So I'm gonna load them up in the truck this morning, and we're gonna get to work. There's nothing more convenient than a lifted truck. It makes things much, much more easier to reach. Now I just got to do that 3 more times. I love that for me. And for some unknown reason, the sound is gone again. But right here, I'm just balancing up this tire, put some sticky weights on it, put some bang-on weights on it, spinning her again, putting her up in the truck. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna torque up these wheels now. All the mechanical repairs are done. So you know what's next. Inspection, transfer, clean it out. Not necessarily in that order, but those 3 things are what's left to do. So let's get this thing banged out. We got her inspected yesterday. We're here now at motor registration. Got my sidekick with me. So let's get in there and get her transferred. We got her inspected, we got her transferred. The last thing we gotta do now is a little detail. This thing is ready for its new owner, and I'm ready for that cash. I'm gonna put you on time lapse now. I'm gonna start up the vacuum, and this should be done in maybe an hour-ish. She's not too dirty. trunk is done. Next, we're going to go over all our door panels, all the panels inside. We're going to give her a good wipe down. So if you look down there, you can see the seats got all stains on them. They definitely need to be cleaned off. The wife is over here with her oil and her shirt on. And we got this little green machine. We picked this up at Canadian Tire. They're not that expensive and they work great for getting your seats clean. Okay, so while the wife is shampooing off those seats, we're going to come up here in the front now. There's a couple small rock chips here in the hood that we're going to take care of. I got a small paintbrush here. I still got some leftover paint that we had mixed at Napa. And what I'm going to do is just a little bit on my paintbrush and I'm going to fill in these little rock chips. It'll make them a lot less noticeable. So we're going to let this dry. We're probably going to come back to probably 3 or 4 coats. No, this doesn't make the rock chip go away, but it does look a lot nicer. She's pretty well done. I'm going to pull her out now because the seats are a bit wet. It's a nice sunny day out. They'll dry pretty quick. All right, so this thing is done. I got her hauled out now. The seats are all nice and dry. She's nice and clean. This car looks great. I got to say, I'm really happy with how this car turned out. Now, I've been driving this car around like I do with most of my cars, and I reset this trip meter when I bought this car, and you can see here I put a total of 328 kilometers on this car. And here she is, the finished product. The paint, I was so happy with how this paintwork turned out. Although it's not professional, it looks really, really good. Excellent set of tires on it. I can't get over with how well this car came out. Anyway, another one bites the dust, and we're one step closer to that supercar. Alright, the Focus is done, it's gone, it's sold. I'm happy, the new owners are happy, we done real well. What I got here are numbers. So let's go over the numbers and see exactly how much I made on that Focus. Right off the bat, the car itself, $3,936.34. Now, this was our flex pipe. So our flex pipe gaskets to clamp, that was $154.40. All the other parts came from the same spot. They're all on one receipt here. Our rear shock, our sway bar link, and our axle shaft come to a total of $295.78. And that sway bar link come in a pack of 2, so I have an extra one if I ever buy another Focus. Right here, oil and filter change, $35.98. Our color match paint and the clear coat come to a total of about $82.35. Inspection, $57.49. This right here is our transfer. The stickers were good. All I had to pay was a transfer fee. It was only 50 bucks. So according to some calculations I got marked down on this piece of paper, we were into that car for a total of $4,612.35. We sold it for $8,000. That leaves us with $3,387.65 in profit. It's a good payday. Now, a lot of people want me to say how much time I invested. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes it's hard to calculate the time because I am going around with that camera, with the mic, I'm setting stuff up, I'm rearranging the shots, I'm always moving the camera around. That do add a lot of time to the repairs and what I'm at. So that's really hard to say, but just say I spent 40 hours at this car, which I definitely did not. I mean, a 40-hour work week to get over 3,300 bucks, pretty good. And just wait, there's more. So, remember those winter tires? I still got them. Studded winter tires on rims for a Ford Focus. This is definitely a $400 value. I'm not going to sell these. I'm going to keep these till probably next November or next winter. If I do buy another Ford Focus, I'll have winter tires put on that Ford Focus. If not, I will sell them next winter for 400 bucks. All right, we come over to our board here. Flip number 5, added to the total amount. We officially have over 10 grand. Right now, we're up to $12,049.82. I think that's really good, honestly. Only 5 flips in, we've got over 12 grand. So stay tuned, because we got flips to flip and a supercar to get. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.